uSports Central on a Wednesday, the week flying by. We're getting you all the information that you need to know for the high school week, and we like to dab a little bit into the college and pros, and why not bring on Gary Herron aboard joining us here on 3 and Out. Gentlemen, we just discussed a little bit of the high school nature, the playoffs, the favorites, and the dark horses. Well, let's move on. We found out a lot of information last night in the college football world. Yes, it's the CFB playoffs, and let's go for not just the top 4, but the top 8 and how things are ranked, guys. Mississippi State still holds on to that one spot. A lot of people thought maybe Florida State would jump them. Nope, it's the SEC that rules. And then, of course, you have Florida State at number 2. And then at number 3, it's Auburn. The Tigers, of course, hanging around. And the SEC is going to take care of itself, let's be honest. And then the number 4 team, just fresh in after Ole Miss's loss, is Oregon. So where do we stand? First, I'm going to talk to Gary here. Do you think these are the right 4, Gary?
I was saying a long time ago it should have been an 8-team format instead of 4 teams.
I think we agree. I think they'll get there, don't you guys think? I think they'll get to 8.
I'm so tired of hearing we're gonna get there. It's there. Like, why we gotta wait? It's 8 teams. Simple.
Okay, instead of complaining,
I'm not complaining.
Hold on, let's just be happy that it actually changed to at least it's 4 is better than 2.
This is how they control it. Instead of doing what it say, common sense says, hey, 8 seems logical to do 8. Oh no, we're gonna do 4. We're just gonna, I don't know.
Just do 2.
Let's do 2. Yeah, let's go back to what we've been doing.
What I'm saying is at least it's an upgrade. Okay, it's not 2 anymore, it's 4, and we know it's not going to be 4, it'll be 8. Just be patient, but till then, enjoy what we have and let the argument begin. So what do you think? The 4, do you think that's right?
That's fine. Like you said earlier, the best common sense there is the SEC is going to play itself out.
Yes.
Somebody's going to have some losses. I still think maybe Notre Dame should be in there, Michigan State or Ohio State to play this weekend. There's some other great teams that they're 5 and 6, so to speak, and you're not in the top 4, but when we're ready for that.
Speaking of Notre Dame, they didn't even move.
No, they didn't.
They're still at 10.
Yeah.
Arizona State jumped in.
Arizona State jumped in. Well, those 2 teams coincidentally are playing in Phoenix at University Stadium this weekend. So Notre Dame and Arizona State, that'll kind of.
I believe that's Sun Devil Stadium.
Well, how about Alabama? Alabama hangs around at number 5. Like we said, though, they still have to play Auburn and Miss State. So I mean, all the cards are still in Alabama's hands. It doesn't feel like it always is in their hands.
They have the pedigree. They're sitting there, and Gary, I'm going to let Gary even vouch for me. They're happy. They're saying, you know what? We'll take that.
Gary won't vouch for you.
We'll take playing Auburn and Mississippi State. I guarantee you they got those circles like, man, we got this. We're going to the championship. They know it.
Yeah.
Nick Saban's a great coach. Yeah. I would never count out Bama.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't LSU have a big game this weekend, too?
They do.
Tiger Stadium Saturday night.
Who's LSU playing?
I thought they played one of the Big East in SEC. Like I say, my focus is on the high school.
The East is it's in shambles. Georgia lost, which threw everything off because Florida.
Georgia didn't lose. Georgia got smashed.
Correction. Yeah,
Todd Gurley's coming back, and they're going to be.
But they were in a great spot. They're still in a good spot. They can still win that East, play in the SEC championship, and possibly sneak in. They're going to put an SEC team in there, regardless if it's a 2-loss team.
There's the Big 12 then comes into consideration, and TCU with 1 loss is going to take on Kansas State. Kansas State's only loss was a tight one against Auburn, if you guys remember. This is kind of an elimination game in the Big 12, right? Loser of this is not going to have a chance to make it. Winner of this has a big chance. It would be a good win for either team.
I'd love to see TCU in there, but keep in mind, my focus has been on the high school sports. I don't watch a whole lot of college football, so we get back to Oñate. I can see how they fit in. Frankly, I really love the NMAA's 12-team football playoffs. I think that's just perfect with those top 4 teams getting seeds.
Notice how there's a format there,
like
Gary. The NCAA, they're in that mindset
money,
that we don't have to do.
Guys, it's money and tradition, and it's working itself out. Okay, so it will grow. We all know this.
But yes, I'm on Gary's level. I want to see TCU there. I like Kansas State. I don't think Kansas State, when it gets to the big boys, can put up enough points. Waters is good at quarterback, but he's not enough to put up those points if you're going to play those Auburns.
Lastly,
Oregons.
You've got the Big Ten's got a great matchup, Michigan State and Ohio State, and everyone seems to think the winner of that has the inside track to that Final Four. Well, let's move on here, and it's 3 and Out.
It's the out.
It's the out. NFL uSports NFL Power Rankings. Now, Charles, you kind of wrote this up, and I don't know if that's an order of how you wanted it. I disagreed with you, but who's your top 4 in NFL?
My top 4? No. Are you upset because I put the Cowboys so low?
No, I just don't know if I agreed with everything that was in there.
Patriots, of course, to me are number 1.
They're number 1.
I'm going number 1.
So all of a sudden,
no.
Patriots,
I'm going by the quality of their win and how they're looking. The offensive line seems to be doing their job now. Everyone was worried about that. Gronkowski's healthy.
Yes.
There's people developing who we didn't expect to develop. So I'm giving it, but the eye test, they're number 1.
I want to see the
you
Patriots,
just told me give you 4.
Okay, I want to see them do. I want to see them do it on the road. Okay, we saw
You're
them
right.
lose to Miami on the road, and we saw
right.
them lose to Kansas City on the road. Let's see them go into a heavy road environment and do the same thing, and then I'll be on board.
Okay, I got
But
the
right
Cardinals.
now, everything goes through Foxborough. If it finishes
Everything.
up like this, they don't have to play on the road
You're right.
till Super Bowl.
And that then I think would obviously then they would be the favorites. I would agree with you if it does finish out like that.
Well, all they have to do is win enough, and did you know they're 36-0 at Foxborough from their last? That's ridiculous over in AFC opponents. That's an unheard of number.
They humiliated the Broncos last Sunday.
They did.
Team. It was embarrassing. It was almost like the Super Bowl, except the snap not going through Peyton's.
You feel like
I still got
you
the
feel like
Broncos there.
Denver
I got
will
the
be back,
Cardinals
though, right? I
second,
feel
though.
like Denver will be
Yeah.
back. Don't
No,
you?
they're a
I
good
mean,
team.
So
But they're showing they're not the best team, but they're a good team.
okay, so you guys think it's clearly the Patriots?
No,
right
no.
now?
I think the Cardinals are. I got Cardinals at 2. I like the Cardinals. I'm not completely
Even though
sold.
Denver handled them, smashed them without Carson Palmer.
Exactly. I was gonna say without Palmer, but when they had Palmer there, they've been looking real steady. But Denver to me they're gonna jump Arizona after this week. I think Denver's gonna have a good bounce back if they play. Do they got a bye? The Broncos.
The
Who
Broncos
they
already
play?
had their bye, so
who they play?
They will play again.
But who are they playing? I'll have to find out.
We're sports guys. There's 3 sports guys up here, and we can't figure.
I already
that
made
one
all my picks, but I forgot who I picked.
That's the best way to pick.
Yeah.
You don't think about it anymore.
Okay, so what about the defending Super Bowl champs? They have struggled a lot this year. They're not looking good, Gary.
Well, how do they lose at San Diego, and San Diego can't even score against Miami?
I don't know.
Miami.
Embarrassing. So
I don't know what was going on in that game.
Yeah, Seattle's not the team they were last year. I mean, they thought they upgraded, would get rid of Percy Harvin, maybe in the clubhouse, but not on the field.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have the feel that this NFL season is more wide open than it ever has been?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, good teams like the Niners not looking good, the Seahawks not looking good, the Broncos have looked great, but they didn't look good last weekend, obviously.
Well, the Cowboys looked great, and then had back-to-back home losses.
But see, this is why
Actually, last week was in
I
London,
didn't
but
penalize them for this. This is why I had them high on my poll, Adam. Not because I like you. I had the Cowboys up there because they didn't have their starting quarterback. The defense still looks exactly the same. Nothing's changed but the quarterback. So if Romo if he can come in, that's a big if, can come back healthy, they get back to what they were doing, they're going to be just fine. The problem is, I don't know how healthy he really is. I think it's a lot worse than what they're telling us.
Well, they say he may play Saturday, or
Yeah.
Sunday, excuse me.
Quickly, guys, before we get to break here, real quick, I just want to throw up the NMOTSC top 12 poll that came out since we have Gary here real quick.
Might as well.
Look, it's
There
kind
we
of
go.
what we thought. Gary, real quick, what do you think? I mean, Real Rancho's 1, Cibola slides in 12, Manzano 11. I mean, is there anything that you
I'd drop a Trisco down, but they're district champs there, so.
do you think Trisco? I mean, we can't get a good read on them, right? They haven't
No,
beat
they don't play
anyone real
anybody in
good.
that district.
They really don't.
And, I mean, I still think Las Cruces or Clovis would handle them. And Manzano probably would, too.
And what about Cruces now that Cam Miller
Yeah,
is?
without Cam Miller, but they have so much depth there. They have such a good team. There's got to be a JV kid that's throwing a pass that can take them to the promised land.
You would think.
There's still going to be, 20,000 people at the Aggie Memorial Stadium Friday night
Oh,
to
yeah.
see that game.
100%, there'll be a ton of people there, but I think they're going to watch a blowout because look, Las Cruces, it's not just Cam Miller. There's a ton of injuries. Isaiah McIntyre's been injured and banged up all year. Aeneas Reynolds. These are guys that Las Cruces needs to be competitive in this one.
Well, it'll make the playoff picture a lot easier if Mayfield does roll them.
Quickly, give me your projection, Rio Rancho, Cleveland, not the game score, attendance. What do you think is going to be at Lightning Rod
Rio
Stadium?
Rancho's a fair weather field, or city. They're saying 7,000, and if it's a nice night, I'm thinking it could be close to that.
Wow.
It'll hold 7,500.
Well, I would like to see that baby pack up. That is Gary Herron. We thank you for joining us. You can come back anytime, Gary. Love to have you.
Happy to have it.
Keep
Happy
this
to
guy
be had.
in check. Come on back on a Wednesday, uSports Central.